CNN political commentator Angela Rye joins me now from Los Angeles. She is also the former executive director of the Congressional Black Caucus. Also with us is Ana Navarro, CNN political commentator and Biden supporter from Miami in Florida. Good to see you both.
Good to see you.
So, Ana, let's start with you. We just heard from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Her role was, of course, to speak in support of Bernie Sanders. It was very short. What did you take from that? And have progressives been sufficiently included in this process? Or does the Democratic Party run the risk of looking like it's snubbing them yet again?
From my perspective, I feel it's been a very inclusive, very big tent convention where there have been progressives, where there have been Latinos and African Americans and moderates and Republicans. And I think it's less about looking at the labels of whether you are a disenfranchised Republican or whether you are a never Trumper or whether you are a progressive or a moderate. It's less about labels and it's more about all hands on deck. It's time to unite, to put bygones aside. We have seen that Joe Biden has done that by putting Kamala Harris on the ticket. We have seen that Bernie Sanders did that yesterday in his convention speech, asking everybody to join and keep the our eyes on the prize, beating Donald Trump, electing Joe Biden.
And Angela, what do you say to this? Because this was a problem back in 2016, wasn't it? When Bernie Sanders didn't get the nomination and Hillary Clinton did, the far-left progressives were furious, and some did not vote. Some even voted for Donald Trump. So will the DNC be able to unite the party and unite all parts of the party and get them on board with a Biden-Harris ticket?
Well, and I think that the work is still left to be done, right? Today, a number of my friends and folks on my team were like, why is AOC being used for this? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is, AOC is the acronym used often to say her name. And folks were frustrated. Like, she's such a powerful, strong, young voice in the party, definitely the future of not just the Democratic Party, but progressives. I think it's, very clear that there are a number of young people who don't like the boxes of Democrat, Republican, Independent, and want to just be known for what kinds of policies they support. She is a prolific voice, and to be used only to endorse Bernie Sanders, I think she was the second in the speeches, seconding his endorsement or his nomination, I think is a missed opportunity. And so, to Anna's point, the Democratic Party is a big tent party, but when it comes to the pomp and circumstance of convention, very rarely do you hear all of the diversity in the voices. I think the most diverse moment tonight was the nominating process for Joe Biden. I love that. That was beautiful. All types of folks in labor and teachers and, elected officials and folks who are long-term party folks and then folks who were activists. To me, that is the party. But what I really want to understand is why we're not focusing on all of the issues that these different members of the party in this big tent have and how we best address them. I think that is going to be the next frontier, and it's critical to ensure that he has the votes he needs to get across the finish line in November.
Right, and Ana, the DNC has already been criticized for a lack of Latino representation. Yeah. Only 3 have their own speaking slots over the whole of the 4 nights. What do you say to that, and how can Biden and the DNC reach out to encourage Latinos to vote for a Biden-Harris ticket?
I'll tell you, I was very bothered by that, and I brought it up to Joe Biden himself. I spoke to him a few days ago, and I brought it up to Kamala Harris and to many members of the campaign. That being said, once I've actually seen the conventions, it doesn't feel that way. Yesterday, the MC was Eva Longoria, a great actress, a self-made woman, a woman from Texas, 9th generation American, but also a great activist and philanthropist and a woman who stands up for good causes. She was there the entire night. We heard from Senator Cortez Masto. Is there more work to be done? Absolutely. Yeah. Do the numbers with Latinos have to get better? Absolutely. Do Latinos feel that they should not be taken for granted and they want their votes to be earned and they want respect? Absolutely.
Right, and Anna, I'll put this question to both of you, but Anna first. We all watched and listened as Jill Biden made her address, appealing to Americans to vote for her husband Joe, to make families safe, bring love and compassion to the presidency. How will that message resonate with female voters? Anna first.
Look, I think it'll resonate with all sorts of voters. I think the idea of a president and a first lady who showcase empathy, humanity, who are able to comfort other Americans, who are able to rise from challenges and obstacles and great grief and continue, put one foot in front of the other, as she said about Joe Biden. For me, also, the beginning of that package, which was a video narrated by Cindy McCain, the widow of John McCain, and then hearing John McCain in his own words. It brought back just the close friendship that there was between John McCain and Joe Biden for so many years, and how much they believe in the institutions of government and in democracy and in America being a shining beacon on a hill for the world, the entire world, in comparison to what we have in Donald Trump, who I think many, including myself, perceive as a threat to American values, a threat to American security, and a laughingstock internationally. So I thought it was emotional. I thought it was beautiful, and I thought it brought Joe Biden, the human, the family man, the father, the husband, the son, into our homes.
And Angela, the last word goes to you on that.
Yeah, Anna, you probably could make me cry, but I don't know what's going on with my eyes. It's just like all of a sudden they're like burning. But I would say, one of the most important things to me, Anna, throughout this process has been your voice, truly, because I know you're always speaking your truth, and so I know that if things are resonating with you, they did really well. So I was floored by her speech, and I thought she was phenomenal. You brought up a word that Michelle Obama, of course, used yesterday, empathy, and the action behind empathy. And to see her in a classroom, they even had her styled like a teacher today, was beautiful. And then to hear Joe Biden talk about the strength she brought to their family, and how she even said the way that you bring a broken country together is the same way you bring a broken family together, and that being her own personal testimony was incredibly powerful and smart. So kudos to the speechwriters, to her for delivery. Yeah.
Great to talk to you both. Angela Rye and Ana Navarro, thank you.
Thank you so much.